Hey guys, Rinji here, once again being the worst out of the VTuber community. And today, we have a long-lasting controversy for you. The artist known as Funamusea, as well as Deep Sea Prisoner, Aite Shujin, has long last become so fed up with getting harassment for their art and the topics they depict in their art and their games that they decided to make a few statements. But before we get into the story, let me give you a bit of background, because this is a long and complicated issue that has started at least in 2014. So, without further ado, let me get right into that. So, in the summer of 2014, a controversy arose on Tumblr where several users got upset at this sea prisoner because of a fan-requested drawing she posted on her Tumblr blog. This drawing has now been deleted, but it depicted one of her characters, Tsuake-san, sexually assaulting another character of hers, Wadanohara. Deep Sea Prisoner has deleted her Tumblr blog since that time because of the negative response. This controversy also led to her temporarily adopting new policies in regards to sharing of her content. Another controversy a year later arose where several Korean followers of Deep Sea Prisoner have said that one of her artworks depicts a texture with rising sun rays, which to them, at least, was the same as the texture of the rising sun flag. And if you guys don't know, in some Asiatic countries, particularly in Korea, the rising sun is viewed as a negative symbol of Japanese imperialism. In Japan, though, however, these sun rays is not inherently tied to nationalism, but you know, harassers will harass for whatever perceived slight they can find. So the backlash that Deep Sea Prisoner has received to this has made her block Korean IPs due to the continued harassment. And now, fast forwarding to 2023, it seems this harassment has continued without stopping. Since then, Funamusea has become a VTuber, also VTuber rigger, but nothing changed in terms of what kind of treatment they get online. And as you can guess, when you receive that particular brand of harassment, which I will show you towards the end of this video, because even the response to these particular statements, which I'm about to show you, kind of showcases a few of the examples of what she had to do with all of these years. So she released 3 statements of various lengths in regarding to all of her controversies over the years. Let's get on with the first one. In the past, I have drawn Yumanikis now in military uniform fan art. I was in junior high school at this time. This is an excuse, but the illustration was inspired by a manga I was reading. Although I was ignorant, I am aware that it is not something I am truly sorry for, and I am deeply reflecting on it. The illustration was removed from me after I found out it was bad. However, it remains on the internet because it had been reprinted on the overseas site without permission. One more, the reason I block Korean IPs is because I received a lot of spam, server attacks, and slander from them. That's because I drew an illustration with the rising sun flag motif. But I never drew illustration with political intentions. The rising sun flag has been long popular in Japan as a lucky charm and can be seen as decorations for New Year's holidays. The motif can also be found in ukiyo-e. When did I make a political statement? When did I make a racist remark? I haven't done it and never will. I don't plan to include it in any of my work. And another statement regarding all kinds of fiction that she draws. Non-con, gore, violence, incest. If you don't like these expressions, please block me now. I'm just making unhealthy things as fiction, as I work. For reality, I hate all of these things. I see reality and fiction as separate things. Please be assured that I will stop developing works for overseas. Thank you for viewing my work. And lastly, block me now. Because at some point, you really have to be fed up with everyone. And of course, as you probably guessed, these statements alone has invited very mentally stable, very well-adjusted individuals. Let's take a look at them. This is so fucking disgusting of you, and I'm not surprised your fans are flocking to your defense. Nazi imagery, blocking every single Korean who you see, the rising sun imagery, all of this is no coincidence. There's absolutely a racist intent, and there is no defense. This is not a conversation of what she draws. It's hatred she excused for years, blocking users for even the slightest hint that they are Korean. Funamusea-san, I have not 1 ounce of respect for you, and every day I wish that you would get into a freak accident and the dark spot of society that is you will finally be removed. Because you are something less than human and deserve nothing but the worst. Fuck you, bitch. You were inspired by manga to draw Yume Nikki in a Nazi uniform? The fact they apologized for the Yume Nikki one, but when it came to the Rising Sun flag, they blocked Koreans and started to put out excuses? Pondering emoji faces. People defending this degenerate need a new pair of brains and eyes. How do you not find any of this appalling or slightly wrong? Oh, just slightly wrong? Is that a good reason to harass an artist over several years? I guess it is. And this one is completely something completely different. Bah ha ha ha! Gone but not missed. Get the fuck out! You bitches are so quick to become pro shippers when it's something you like. You can like Wadanohara and the Grey Garden and tell this bitch to get fucked. Just like Omori. What the fuck is up with you people? Yep, normal. Also, I was finding it decent of her to apologize for the Rising Sun drawing, and then she drops that Japanese people use it as good luck charm, and that's harmless, not racist remark on itself. Literally shut the fuck up and leave. Private quote. Skull and bones emoji, emoji, emoji. For my international fans and audience, I just want to clarify, I don't want any of you in jail because you would die and you do not deserve to be freed of the nuances of the existence yet. Y'all just loser creeps. Good night. You can probably tell why Funamusea got very fed up with these sorts of people. Okay, goodbye. You take your fans with you. Your shippers crying and sobbing because their favorite won't draw CP for them anymore. You're brain dead. He's a Nazi. God bless you though. Hashtag shut up, gringo. Pedophile moment. Those damn foreigners and their checks notes. Dislike of rape and incest. Please tell me I'm missing something. Yep. The fact that it's fictional. Probably. How the fuck are people supporting this motherfucker, blocking anyone who even follows this dude, because there's no way you compare gore and violence to fucking incest. Oh, the incest is the bad part, but not the fucking gore, not the violence. Their priorities are all over the place, I love it. Also, how do you express this and have your last post be your apologizing for adding any unintended political messages to your past art pieces, like apparently you draw the line there. You're not an artist who tries showing awareness about the law. Get your morals checked out. Yeah, because what you draw in your artwork really that defines your morals in the real world. I love when people make that argument. If you hate all of these things, then why is it in almost all of your works a lot? Some of us aren't brain dead and can separate fiction from reality. First of all, I don't think anyone who is drawing a child R-worded by cat things over and over again in fiction is gonna be able to separate that from fiction. Second of all, it's still weird in fiction. Third of all, the OG poster says they don't even like it. The type of people defending that person really shows they're into creepy shit. And it's so funny how I'm brain dead for saying rape and CP is bad. You're brain dead for crying over drawing on the internet. You're in love with the drawing. You're literally a self-shipper. LMAO, as they have been blocked by them. Because they are a self-shipper. And if you go to any of these people's profiles, you will find a lot of minors and a whole lot of mental illness there. It's just how it is. That's the people that get onto social media and they get power to do whatever they want because none of these places have proper moderation and will never protect innocent artists against this kind of harassment. We won! Finally! 48 of you guys follow her. What the fuck, lol? What happened? She fetishizes and draws rape and admits it in this post. We don't give a fuck. Blah, blah, blah. And there's, of course, LTG. Because if you don't use LTG as a minor, in order to tell an innocent artist that they should unalive, then you're just not doing a very good job as a harasser. Incest, even as fiction, is weird as fuck. I'm sorry. Double skull emoji. Ugh. These Westerners don't understand I draw the most fucked up stuff, but I would totally never endorse it. Sarcasm indicator. It's funny how quick people are to defend something like this person's work and swear it's just fiction. But if anyone who wasn't of poor English, they wouldn't get babied like this. The funamusea dick riding is insane, skull emoji. Come to see my quote ready just to argue. I don't want to hear it, by the way. I'll just block you. And so on and so forth. Again, this is just a small sample of the harassment that this artist has received over all these years. And it's not like this is uncommon. You can get harassed as an artist for nothing, basically, on Twitter and other social media. You draw the wrong skin tone on a character that someone considers to be black, even though they aren't. You get harassed endlessly by terminally online Genshin Impact fans. You draw the wrong body type on a character. Oh, you're fat shaming. You get harassed endlessly until you quit. Maybe they will also send you bomb threats because yeah, that's what people have done to artists they just didn't like. The internet has become a wild place. Sure, it's entertaining, but I'm quite sure it's not entertaining for the people actually getting harassed. Well, can you change that? Well, yeah, you can. Remove all social media. Remove all minors and people who act like this from the internet. Can that happen? Is that feasible? Is that logistically possible? No, you can't. You don't have these godlike powers to do so. So, to anyone encountering these people, just block them. And if they do the things that I've shown you in this video, especially the harassment, the report button is always there to help you out. You might get something out of it, but Twitter/X will most likely not care. But for right now, that's everything. Hope to see you on the next one.